Welcome to Sebastian's Foods. Today we're going to learn how to properly dry age a 7-pound boneless ribeye. Now, before this video starts, I have to say that I didn't record the vacuum sealing process, which I will do in another video. But this isn't a my bag. It is not a regular vacuum seal bag or a Ziploc bag. It is a special bag that allows you to dry age at home without using any special equipment. This bag lets liquids from the meat to escape, but not allowing any oxygen back in. Once I vacuum sealed the meat, I put it in my regular home refrigerator at 34 to 37 degrees Fahrenheit, or 1 to 2.7 degrees Celsius. 45 days later, I quickly took it out of the refrigerator, and this is what it looks like. The first thing that I did after taking it out of the refrigerator was measure it, to see how much meat I lost during the dry aging process. When I bought the meat, it was at 9.5 inches. Now, it's at 9, so the total percentage loss was about 27%. Once I finished measuring, I took the meat out of the bag, and this is how I did it. If this is your first time watching dry age, you better believe this is perfection. Your meat should look like mine, or at least the same color. The first thing you want to do when dry aging, and I know it's going to sound gross, but smell your meat. If for some reason your meat smells bad, cook it, but just for science. Do not give it to someone else, and do not give it to your pets. Dispose of it properly. It's time to cut it individually. I like to cut it at least an inch thick because it's so easy to maneuver when grilling outside. Now that you've cut them individually, it's time to vacuum seal them for later. A lot of people like to freeze it untrimmed, while others trimmed. And this is how I trim my steaks. These are your pellicles. What you could do with these is render them off like bacon. Throw in your regular steak, and you'll give your regular steak a hint of dry age. Now that I've trimmed off some steaks, it's time to vacuum seal them. This is a vacuum sealer I use. If you want the same one, I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can get one. It actually does a pretty good job. For those of you that don't know, you could freeze them all, or you could cook them all. Today we're going to cook some. I'm going to keep the seasoning simple: salt, pepper, top, bottom, and the sides as well. I recommend tying the meat with butcher's twine. Since the meat is so tender, it's much easier to maneuver when grilling. We're going to be cooking these steaks at 200 degrees Fahrenheit until it reaches the desired temperature. Since I have a grill, the only way to reverse sear these steaks is by turning two grills on and leaving the one in the middle by itself. This is the thermometer that I will use. It is not a fancy one, but it gets the job done. Stick the needle through the side of the meat. Wait until you reach your desired temperature. Once the meat is done, take it out of the grill, cut it, and have your first bite.